Lock in. Let's do it. No yap. We have a special guest today. Super artist, producer, engineer, entrepreneur. Little brother, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you is.
For sure. This little Shlanti, man, big slayer, big player. Wow. You did what's going on. For those who know. For those who don't, let me tell you more, man. I'm just a average guy out there, motherfucker, trying to do what it do. But shit, you know what I'm saying? It's more than life, man. I'm really a movie star. Every day a movie. We keeping this shit going. We're going up. This the summer 2025. Y'all know what's going on.
How you coming? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling like
1 through 10.
1 through 10. I'm at the 10 right now, for real. I'm at a high. I'm rolling on a high. You did what I'm saying? High of life. I just got diagnosed with bipolar disorder last year, so I'm really feeling back to myself and getting back in the groove of things, you know what I'm saying? That's really it. Yeah.
Sure.
Just riding the wave.
Okay. My bad.
You good?
Interrupt. So for the people that don't know, where you from?
Originally, I'm from Athens, Georgia. I moved out to Gwinnett, Lawrenceville when I was about 4, 5. Hell yeah, 158 Paper Mill Road. I've been staying on that bitch my whole life, for real, 20 years. And yeah.
Paper Mill Road.
Oh yeah, Alexander Mills, man. Them apartments.
Sure.
Apartment baby. Good shit.
Born Athens.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Athens and Gwinnett? Because you was born in Athens, but you was raised in Gwinnett.
Yeah.
Which is Lawrenceville, Paper Mill Road.
Right.
Flip.
The difference, okay. Athens, y'all know Athens is a classic city, man. So it's just, they do things a lot different out there. It's really racist as fuck. Them white folks racist as hell. But it's like, it's segregated, you know what I'm saying? So it's a black side and it's a white side. So, and the black side is fucked up. It's the project, that's where I'm from, the project Broadacres, you know what I'm saying, on the west side. And it's really like, it's a war down that bit right now, for real. The young niggas popping pills, on heroin, all type of shit. And they just shooting each other, they going hard. It's really like the little mini Chirac down that bit, for real, right now. You know, it's always, they ain't got nothing else but, cause you know the UGA University over there, so if you ain't going to the UGA or playing football, you fucked up.
What's the population going for Athens?
Population? I don't know, for real. It's a small city though, so everybody know everybody.
That's like where the Georgia Bulldogs play, right?
Yeah. Go Dogs. That's what they at. For sure. It's small though, everybody know everybody. My family moved out there. And shit, it was just, we was small, so coming from a small family where, in a place where everybody know everybody and we ain't know nobody, you feel me? It was us against the world, you know what I'm saying?
Did you have both parents in your life?
Hell nah, just my mom. My dad, he died when I was 4, he got shot by like 8, 9 times, he got murdered.
In Athens?
Yeah, in Athens. In front of my brother and my little sister, my sister too, my big sister.
You was 9 years old?
When he died, I was 4.
You was 4?
Yeah, I was 4. That what made us move out this bitch. That's why we moved. Cause you know, shit, my dude was trying to take a nigga out that shit. You feel me? My dad was running around that bitch, big bully. You know what I'm saying? Beating folks up.
Hold on, let me look up the population of Athens, cause that's crazy. Because I visited Athens before, and I went straight up 85.
Yeah.
Past 316.
Yeah, it's on 316.
Yeah,
it's on 316.
And I was over that way, and I seen a lot of. I don't know. Is that the west? Is that West Athens going up 85? And when you get off the exit,
it's 316. It's 316, but when you get off 316, is what that is? Yeah, you passing the west side. Yeah.
As soon as you, okay, like one of the first exits.
It's really going through downtown. It depends on what. Yeah, the first exit. That's like, damn, what it is. Like, goddamn. I think I'm thinking deeper into more of what I know, like Tallahassee. You feel me? Yeah, uh, that's on the west side. Yeah.
Okay.
But when you coming through downtown, so you went to Athens?
Yeah.
You went to downtown to the bars, right?
I went downtown.
See, right next to that, that's that's on the west side. And right after you come out of downtown, you'll start to see all the poverty-stricken places and shit where all the black people at. For real. Yeah. It's segregated, but it's kind of like Atlanta, the mini Atlanta. So you know how it look all pretty, and then you make the wrong turn and you in the hood. That's how that bitch is.
Yeah. It's kind of like every ghetto in America.
Hell yeah.
Just one turn.
Yeah.
You in the suburbs. Next street over, property.
Yeah.
The hood.
Yeah. Same shit, different place.
How many siblings do you have?
I got one brother, 2, 3, 6, so we got 4. But 3 on my dad's side and 1 on my mom's side.
So you said you had how many siblings?
4.
4 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
On your mom's side?
I got 3 on my dad's side that I know of, and 1 on my dude's side. A little sister on my mom dude's side, and the other 3 on my dad's side, they older than me. I don't really talk to them like that. I don't really. With my brother, we starting to get in a relationship. We starting, you know what I'm saying, vibe. I feel like the whole time, really, while we just starting to catch up, it ain't no shade against it, but like he chose a different way, you know what I'm saying? Like, he like boys. So it was hard for me to relate to him, you know what I'm saying? But that could come from the trauma, you know what I'm saying? Not having a father, might have been touched on, you know what I'm saying? Anything, I don't really know too much about it, but at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I gotta build with my family, man. That's my family, that blood.
For sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of us can relate to having a family member. If it's not a sibling, it's a cousin or someone that chose.
You know, they still need love too,
They
goddamn.
still need love too. So, how long have you been recording and producing?
Okay, let's see. I made my first song when I was 9 years old. I did Ratchet Ass Studio. My sister died. He took me to that bit. He wrote the song for me. A's and B's, no C's or D's. It's called Check My Schoolwork, no cap. We made a CD and all that shit. And from then on, I'm like, Mon Duke, you gotta get me a computer or some shit and a microphone. I gotta keep doing this shit. And she couldn't really afford all that, so I started using her computer. I went into my partner. My partner had a mic. I hijacked that motherfucker. He wasn't doing nothing with it. Shout out to damn, I don't know his name. I forgot his name. But get what though? Shout out to my dog. I hijacked his mic, had my dude computer, Mixcraft. I started on Mixcraft. I'm mixing and engineering my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Putting the homies in that shit. And we going crazy. I'm recording everybody. I'm helping niggas write their lyrics. Everything. So yeah, from when I was 9, so what that is? 9, 10, about 17 years.
17 years.
17 years.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mixing my own self. Everything.
Most definitely one of the most talented artists I've seen so far.
Appreciate
I
that.
love your music, bro. I definitely believe you're one of the greatest of the younger generation, man.
Yeah.
So 17 years doing music. What influenced influenced you to start cooking up?
What influenced me to start cooking up?
Yeah, like, okay, your stepdad, first song. What influenced you to like, this what I'm finna start doing? I'm finna get into beats. I'm finna make this my life, my lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm finna embody this.
Yeah. Okay, so boom. Even before that, before I turned on to make that first song, he used to dress me up like Gucci. He was a big Gucci fan. So he used to dress me up like Gucci. I used to put in an aluminum foil for the grill, put on his chain and take pictures, put on the watch and shit. And ever since then, I was listening to Gucci too. And shit, I wanted to be just like Gucci. For real. Gucci and Lil Wayne, they influenced me. Ever since then, man, I knew it. Because at school, when I was in school, I was always getting in trouble because I had these problems, these mental problems that nobody really knew about. So it got looked over and titled bad child, he bad behavior problems. When the whole time I'm passing everything with flying colors, all my tests, everything. I was really ahead of the class, so they put me in honors, but I was getting in trouble, tapping my pencil on the desk, because that's how I thought, that's how I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? I had ADHD bad, so I'm tapping my pencil on the desk. They like, stop doing that. And I'm like, and then my grandpa, he a 5%er, so he used to always put in my head like, they not teach you nothing in school that's real, so he'll teach me about the real black history and the real, and I'm in school combating everything in social studies. I'm like, man, you lying to us. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This ain't right. So I used to get in trouble for that, fighting with niggas. That's really, yeah. I got off topic, but that's why it connect. That's why I started pursuing the music, heavy, because school wasn't for me. The traditional way of life just wasn't for me, and music was my only outlet. I used to go in my room and write on my mirrors crazy shit, like I would kill my teacher. I used to draw pictures of her head exploding and shit, cause I used to have so much hate for the school system, cause they were doing me dirty, and also other kids who ain't really learned a specific way. So yeah,
that's a crazy story, bro. But I think a lot of black men deal with that in a way. Probably push us towards expressing ourselves in that way, recording or some type of art.
that was the main reason I wanted to get rich for my family to take them out that shit.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, what's your approach to a top tier song music video? Like, how do you approach? How do you know? Okay, this is a piece of art. This is a piece. This song need a top tier video, and how do you go about that? How do you go about the treatment for a top tier song?
Okay.
Video.
Well, first off, I feel like people gotta love that song. People gotta crave it. And when you got so many people in your ear like, damn, bro, this song hard, you'll be stupid not to put a video out to it. And that's something I'm actually working on more, putting these videos out. But that's the first step. People gotta love the song. So when people love the song, then you gotta match the scenery of the song with the music video. Like, whatever the song could be about money, get the money, blood, fucking with them boys, boom. Now you need to be, even if you ain't got a lot of money or whatever to create the scenery, you could be creative and go in a black room, put some lights on and throw some ones around that bitch, and you know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta match the theme of the song. That's the first thing. That's the second thing. Third thing, really, I'm still learning the music video shit, but that's all it is. I feel like that's all it is to it. You just gotta match the theme of the song. People gotta love the shit, and it's golden for real. You really ain't need too much. Look at Lil B, man. That nigga he did it with nothing. You know what I'm saying? NBA YoungBoy, a lot of his videos in the beginning was just simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Have you ever been suspended from school?
Yeah.
For fighting?
For fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. In elementary, yeah. When I got middle school too, but once I got to high school and shit, ain't nobody want to fight me. So, but yeah, I got kicked out of elementary school.
Yeah, start that. Tell us what's the first incident? When,
Okay. Shit, man, I used to get like 70 plus referrals every year in elementary school. Man, yeah, first grade. Me and my partner, I had this partner named Zachary. Man, that nigga, we used to both be charged up all the time, fighting in class and shit.
Your partner, you said you had a partner named Zachary?
Yeah. We used to be fighting all the time, goddamn. So that was
Fight what, with each other or with people?
Yeah, fighting each other. Cause we were cool, but shit, we both strong, like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? Young age, and shit, he might say something, or he might just be in my face and shit. Cause that nigga was hyper as shit. So.
Elementary school. What grade was this?
First. Yeah, first. We used to always get to fight, and I used to always get suspended and shit for that. And then I remember
first grade, you get suspended for fighting.
Yeah. But it's cause I was saying, I was getting 70 plus referrals every year, so they got to the point where they like, shit, they put me on a behavioral contract, and once you break that shit, you gotta take some time out of school. You feel me? They don't know what else to do to nigga.
70 fights.
No, not 70 fights, just 70 referrals. Like
70
getting
referrals.
right up. Yeah. But I probably got in just a couple fights. You feel me? In elementary school. Oh, when I moved to Athens in second grade, I moved back down there. And shit, man, I used to get the fighting on the bus and shit. They suspended me off the bus. The niggas ain't really like me, bro, cause I wasn't. Everybody, you know, when you young, everybody going with the flow of things. All the cool kids, they just following each other and shit. I wasn't with that shit. I wasn't with it all. Nigga try to tell me, get up, this is my seat, or we out here. I'm like, hell nah. You feel me?
So you the kid on the way home. It ain't no assigned seats on the bus.
Hell no.
A nigga try to tell you, hey, this my seat.
I'm like, no, I ain't doing shit. I ain't getting up or nothing like that. They get mad. I'ma stand up and push your ass. And that's it from there, you know?
In the first grade.
First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade.
So throughout elementary school, so basically 70 referrals within that elementary school span.
No, every year.
So your first grade year, you had 70 referrals.
Hell yeah. 70 plus. I don't really remember, but like we had this check system where you get one check, that's a warning, 2 checks. Man, I used to get like 30, 40 checks a day. And that lead to a write-up, a referral. So, man, I was getting, man, it's cause they ain't know what to do with a nigga, bro. They ain't know. I was just active. And so, 4th grade, I was on a behavioral contract at Simonton. There was a lot of white racist teachers there too, cause I'm in Lawrenceville, you feel me? And this is around the time where it's just starting to transition into blacks being around. Well, blacks really started coming to Lawrenceville in 2004 when they started making the apartments and accepting the Section 8 and shit. So it's black people coming from everywhere, all the hoods around. That's where it got gang infested and shit like that. Bloods, ABGs, Crip. The Migos was going hard too, where they had Serrano 13 and Latin King. They was out there on Ezra. And then on my street, Paper Mill, it was Bloods and ABGs in my neighborhood, Alexander Mill. Folks, GD. So then, boom. Yeah, 4th grade, what I did, it was just so many write-ups and shit. They told my mom, they was like, he can't come to this school no more. Y'all gotta transfer him to a different school. Cause they ain't have the alternative school and shit for elementary school kids. So I got transferred to Lawrenceville Elementary. Boom. Middle school, I'm doing the same shit, but I'm passing all my tests flying color, like level 3 on all the CRCTs, you know what I'm saying? So they tried to put me in the remedial class, the sped classes, but I took the test for it and I passed it. They couldn't put me in it.
So they tried to put you in retarded or remedial classes because of your behavior.
Real shit.
They like something wrong with this guy.
Something wrong. He can't sit
So
still.
you didn't have learning problems, you just had behavior problems.
Yeah, behavior issues. So, and boom, middle school I got put on. I was in honors. They put me in honors because I'm top of the class. So I got put in
So you
honors.
smacking all the tests though.
Smacking them bitches, going stupid, doing that shit. I ain't never studied. So boom, middle school I'm in honors of 6th grade, but I'm getting in so much fucking trouble. The honor students, they really good kids, you know what I'm saying? So they wasn't ready for a nigga in that bitch. I'm turning that bitch up. I'm going smacking all the hoes on the ass. I'm grabbing them by the pussy like Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch freaking off, having freak outs. I'm telling you, boy. The original one. The original freak out. We was doing that in middle school, man. Real talk.
So middle school it was up.
It was up. I got kicked out of honors classes like the first month or two. And then that's when the gang shit started getting introduced to a nigga. Cause I was always outside too. So my neighborhood was always gang infested, like I say. But in middle school, when they started really bringing it to school, so they in school with the flags, there's Bloods and Crips raging war out that bitch. You feel me? Real deal. You know what I'm saying?
So basically you saying that influenced the fighting and the problems in your school because you got people coming from all different places.
Yeah, Gwinnett a boiling pot.
Yeah, so people coming from all different places, repping what they repping, and it's causing conflict.
Yeah.
With you, because you holding this soil down. This right here, this what you know. This ain't no disrespecting. Slime through her.
Yeah, and then I'm like, and shit, I ain't want to join no gang, but I'm cool with everybody from all these different gangs. I'm cool with GDs. I'm cool with, I had one partner, Rio, he wanted me to get in GD so bad, I almost got in that bitch. But I'm cool with all the Bloods in my hood, all the Crips, all the ABG niggas. So, goddamn, yeah, I was just torn, you know what I'm saying? Torn between that. And then at the same time, though, I got a good mom at home instilling nothing but peace. She the only person in my family, though, that's like an angel. You feel me? She instilling peace, calmness. She used to pray every morning. We used to pray. You know what I'm saying? She really trying to show me a different way. She took me out of Athens into Lawrenceville, but not knowing the area that we chose was gang infested, but she did the best she could fucking possibly do. I got out there and chose, you know what I'm saying, I felt like she couldn't tell me nothing because she a woman. I ain't had no dad, so I got out that motherfucker, man. I'm trying to learn from the streets, all the older kids. That's another thing. I used to hang with nothing but older kids. Nothing but older niggas, like teenagers. When I'm 9, 8, 7, 6, I'm out there playing football with the 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds and so on. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Middle school. That when I started getting a little itch for the gang life because everybody around me was on that shit. So instead of joining the gang, I'm creating cliques. We creating cliques in my neighborhood. I'm like, man, fuck that. I ain't following no nigga. I'm gonna be the leader of some shit. So we came up with some little shit, Alpha Gang. Some little shit we used to go around the neighborhood beating folks up. Like, join this shit or we're gonna beat your ass. Shit like that. So that's what we were doing, man. In my neighborhood, all we were doing was fighting. Just fighting. That's what we love to do for fun. Fight. Going kick trees, MMA shit, just fighting and shit. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like most males really can't avoid a fist fight.
Hell.
Especially when you come urban neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna fight. Like it's almost inevitable.
It's inserting that dominance.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You want me to tell you about high school too, or you gonna get into that?
Yeah, tell us about it.
So boom, high school.
So basically, so elementary school, just to sum it all up, elementary school, you was getting 7 referrals a year from first grade through elementary, grammar school, and then you start kind of like gradually, that's where the gang culture came in,
Yeah.
middle school.
Yeah.
Okay, so middle school, the gang culture came in, you start getting into it with cats about that. So in elementary school, it wasn't no gang culture. It was just kid stuff. You and your buddy. What was your buddy name?
Zach.
You and Zach just used to have issues throughout elementary. You just a knucklehead.
Yeah, just fight. Going against the grain.
Going against the American way.
Right.
And middle school. Middle school, the gang culture. So now let's talk about high school a little bit.
So okay. It really started in 8th grade. Well, high school, 9th grade. Boom. So I was cool, like I said, I was cool with a lot of the Bloods and the Crips and shit, but I was really more close to a lot of the Bloods. So I had this goddamn homie. He wanted to branch off something from the Blood. It's like a branch off from the Blood shit, a clique. West Point Mafia, we had started that shit. So boom. That's when I really started playing and flirting with the gang world. I'm in that bit, man. I'm repping that shit to the hardest. Like putting my life, man. Anytime nigga wanted to fight or anytime another clique wanted to say something about anything, like they run the school or anything, man, I'm front line. Like, man, fuck that. We hitting. Let's fight. If y'all think y'all running shit, we fight. Anybody disrespect the nigga who was the leader of the little clique.
So it's people that'll tell us you wasn't bullshitting, like you used to punch on shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, hell yeah. Anybody.
You ain't capping us down. Anybody that's watching this video, they gon'
see it. They gonna know.
They know about if he was punching on shit in high school.
Let them know.
In elementary school and middle school, he said he was punching on shit. He said he used to punch, man. Lawrenceville. So Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County, let us know if he the punch man.
Yeah. Beating ass.
In the comments, let us know.
Beating ass. I'm chasing down some nigga who really like in that gang life right now. Like they the biggest. I'm chasing them niggas ain't want to fight me, bro. Cause like I said, once I got to high school, niggas ain't want to fight me. Cause
where you learn how to fight from? Cause it seemed like you always had that fighting spirit in you.
My mom put me in MMA. And Taekwondo, karate and shit. So I had one up on them folks for real. Yeah, so man, I was loving that shit. Wow, I was beating this shit out nigga. And then nigga know I'm coming through with elbows, kicks, knees. So nigga like, nah, we ain't fighting that nigga, bro. Hell nah. So I had this one video where I beat this little nigga ass, bro. I beat his ass so bad. It was a nigga like a grade under me because they had this little clique.
How long you been doing martial arts?
Since I was like 5. As soon as I moved up this bit.
Do you still practice it right now today?
A little shadow boxing, yeah. I'm finna get back into it though. I had hurt my back doing that shit for real, so I took a little break.
My bad.
Are you good?
We was talking about in high school.
Yeah, boom. So high school, man, 9th grade, I'm in that clique full on, going stupid. Then I realized these niggas ain't going stupid for me. These niggas ain't trying to make no money or nothing, trying to help me provide for my family. My mom goddamn do anything. So I'm like, man, fuck this shit, bro. So I had probably like 10th grade, I got kicked out of high school to alternative school and shit like that. Put your hand over there. I had got kicked out of high school, went to alternative school. Whole time still rapping too. Came back 11th grade, but I had failed, so I'm still in the 10th grade. So I came back and boom.
I failed too. Like how it feels to fail in high school. Like
man,
I failed elementary school 2nd grade.
Yeah.
And it was horrible for me. So how was it feeling?
Man, that shit was horrible because I'm in the class with all these young ass motherfuckers and I see my peers and shit in the hallways and I'm just like, damn, these niggas laughing at me. So when high school, remember I told you middle school and elementary school, I'm at the top of the class. High school where you really need to study. And I was not studying for shit. I'm outside. When I get home, I'm outside. My mom used to try to put me on punishment and all this shit because all the trouble I used to get in, but I'm hopping the gate. I'm hopping the fence. Like, I'm hopping the porch. I'm going through the porch and I'm hopping that bitch. You feel me? And I'm going outside. So I'm outside. I ain't studying because I had that ADHD. It was hard for me to focus. I could not focus. She was trying to sit me at the table and be like, well, you need to do your work. I'm like, I used to be
My
crying.
bad. I got us off topic with that question, man. You were saying that you something you got expelled and came back,
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
you got suspended, something
yeah.
like that. Because I still want to stay on topic.
Okay, yeah.
With the suspended thing, with the suspension and the
Yeah.
fights.
So,
So
I got
yeah,
expelled
with the guys. You was dealing with the guys. They wasn't on what you was on.
So this how I got expelled. They wasn't on what I was on. I had got caught up with some lean that one of the guys gave me to hold for him in school. So I'm holding
This
that bit.
10th grade.
Yup. And throughout 9th, 10th grade, I was stealing to get money, like stealing iPhones and shit. It connect. So they called me to the office, and I'm thinking somebody told on me about the lean. So I'm got there. I got a big 1 liter bottle of Sprite full of lean in that bit. We walking down the hallway. I'm walking with the principal. I'm trying to stay as far behind this nigga as possible because I'm trying to stash this bitch. Like, you feel me? I'm trying to put it by the water fountain, under the water fountain and shit. So boom, I'm behind them. I'm walking with them. I'm like, man, I ain't even do nothing. Y'all tripping. I'm in class trying to learn. Lying like a motherfucker. But boom, I try to put the Sprite bottle under the water fountain. The nigga seen something, ran the camera back and seen that I put it under there. So boom, he was like, we really was bringing you to the office to see about a stolen iPhone. Cause anytime I stole an iPhone, man, they'll try to check me, but I had that bitch secure under my balls and shit. Cause they can't, we young, so they can't pat you down and shit like that. So they'll never find the shit. So they're like, we really can't inquiries about an iPhone, trying to see if you stole an iPhone, but you got drugs on you and all that. Boom, boom. So they expelled me. I came back. I'm done with all that shit. I told them niggas, man, look, I'm changing my life around. I'm finna focus on school. I don't want to fuck with y'all niggas. Boom. So, but when I came back, man, I came back to the school in the 10th grade still. Like you said, that shit felt horrible, man. I was feeling behind and shit. So I gave up right then, for real. I'm bringing my computer to school every day. I'm making beats. That's all I'm doing at school, making beats. That's the only thing I want. I'm not interested in none of the classes. I'm in class. The teachers already knew to give up. They already knew, cause boom, I'm in class. They teaching. I got my headphones in on my computer making beats. I don't give a fuck. Kick me out. I'm making beats. I don't give a fuck about what y'all teaching, nothing. I ain't talking to no students in the class because they younger than me. I don't give a fuck. I'm making beats. So, boom. That's 10th grade. And I finally got this class. That one class I was interested in was a camera class. So I learned everything about that bit. I'm taking the camera out of class, shooting music videos and shit. Trying to vlog, trying to really kick the YouTube shit off. I'm like, that's when I really was like, man, I'm finna blow up. Fuck this shit, fuck school, I don't need y'all. So after that class, man, I left school. I dropped out 16. I'm like, man, that's it. Told Mom Duke, because I needed somebody to, a parent guardian to sign off on it. And shit, I told her, like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just get my GED this year. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'm done with school though, I can't do it. Oh, it was an incident. I had my first, like, look, psychotic break or whatever in school, bro. I'm in that bitch just chilling. I'm in math class with my computer and shit, and I just felt like everybody was watching me and judging me and looking at me. So I flipped the desk. I flipped all the desks in class and ran outside. After that day, I felt like niggas thought I was crazy, but I was on crack. They thought I was, you feel me? They thought I was fucked up in the head on drugs and shit. When I was just smoking weed, that's it. So goddamn, after that, I ain't come back to school. The next time I did come back is with my Mom Dukes, and we at the office signing them papers, dropping out.
So basically, high school, you tried to get involved with the gang shit, hustling. Did you get suspended? You got suspended for the lean shit.
Yeah. I was getting suspended for a whole lot of other shit too, but that's what I got kicked out of school for.
Okay, did you have a fight?
And all the others, nobody wanted to fight me in school.
In high school?
Yeah. And I made it always a thing, like if anybody was trying to fight and shit like that, cause I already knew how it go. You fight in school, the teachers breaking that shit up instantly. I'm like, nah, nigga, if we gonna fight, I wanna beat your fucking ass and drag you, so let's meet up after school. And nobody ever, they had this whole fight montage and all that type of shit, but nobody ever wanted to fight me, bro. So
basically,
I was just getting suspended for goddamn bucking on the teachers, being on my computer, making beats in class and shit like that.
So you got all that fighting shit out, middle school, elementary school.
Yeah, I was still fighting in the neighborhood on some like, we had like a little fight group just fighting each other and shit like that. But yeah, nigga wasn't trying to fight after high school. In high school, yeah.
I heard you.
I was working out a lot too.
Tell us a little bit about martial arts. Tell us a little bit about you in martial arts and the combat and fighting, the training and the discipline you got there.
Man,
You said you started in 5th grade, right?
nah, I started when I was 5.
When you was 5 years old.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of discipline. I learned that in karate because when you sparring folks, you can't hit them for real. We was shadow boxing, so you couldn't hit nobody. It was a lot of discipline behind that, and just learning the techniques behind it, how to really throw a punch and how to really throw a kick, like slowly, and you know what I'm saying. And then when I got into the MMA, it was because they on your ass, like you can't throw the punch how you want to throw it. You gotta throw it how they tell you to throw it. Then you sparring against other folks who really advanced in this shit. So you throw anything the wrong way, man, they gonna counter it. They on your ass, they eating you up, cause that's when you start really punching and hitting people in the MMA when you sparring. So man, I was going against these older cats. Like I said, I used to always fight with the older people. So man, I had to be real disciplined on how I move and strategic because all these people way bigger than me. So yeah. And I took that to the neighborhood and started teaching all my bros the shit. So I'd get on YouTube and learn different training after I got out of it. And man, I'm teaching everybody, we kicking trees and shit. I'm teaching everybody, you gotta strengthen up your shins, because when you kick trees and you crack your shin, it build a callus over it. And that's what they do in Thailand. So we kicking trees, and I'm teaching these niggas like, man, you gotta be strong and tough, man. This shit, the pain, it bring, you know what I'm saying, it bring real change. It bring without the pain, you can't gain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I learned from that shit. And so yeah, boom. I dropped out that motherfucker, man. Then I'm like, now I'm in the real world. I told my dukes I'm finna get my GED, but I never did that shit at all. Never. Still to this day. You know what I mean? I started, man, shit. I started breaking in homes and shit, cause I'm smoking weed. I can't. My dude was trying to goddamn. I went in to Athens. I was going to Athens every weekend, working with my grandma at the flea market. I'm getting $40 every week. You can't smoke big like a roster and chief on $40. So man, I'm kicking those. Getting the money up. So about 17, 18. So I was kicking those from 16 to 18 and just stealing shit. I found a guy that goddamn buy stolen shit. Boom, I'm in my lane kicking those, going hard. Not even thinking the consequences behind that shit or nothing. I'm just like, man, I ain't gotta ask my dude for no money. She ain't got it. I'm just going in my own lane, paying my own phone bill. I got my own phone because I'm stealing phones and shit. That was back when the Migos was going hard on the phone shit. They were doing the phone jug and Verizon and all that. I ain't know about it though. I thought they was stealing them bitches, so I was stealing them bitches.
Yeah, you said how many projects?
15 projects out on all platforms, man. EPs, albums, all that shit. And we keeping it going, man. Shit do not stop.
Loaded. What was the thought process?
Loaded.
Where you was at? What was your state of mind?
I was in another dark spot. It was when I had my studio and in downtown Lawrenceville. I had this studio I had opened up, and man, throughout that whole process, that whole business I wasn't really doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, with the business. I was loaded up in the studio, loaded, heavy on the beans and alcohol. That's when I made that bit. Real murderous, villainous thoughts.
Yeah.
Most artists give up after 10 years.
Yeah.
Felt like no success, I didn't pop. I didn't get the big deal, I didn't get the advance.
Fact.
Let me focus on something else. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still investing my time, my life in this? I don't see the instant gratification.
Right. I like that word.
What motivates you to keep going?
Shit. I really love I love the delayed gratification, and I feel like, man, I really do this shit for the people who love my music, which I got a lot of people who love my music, so shit, man, I do this shit for them, and I just do it for myself for real. I love making music. This is something I could never stop doing, you know what I'm saying? I could never give it up, because when I do feel like I stray away, it's always feel like it's something missing every time. Then I get back, I always somehow just come back to the music, get back in the studio, keep grinding. That's what keep me healthy and alive, believe it or not. It's my form of expression. It's a form of self-expression for me, just like working out. It gives me that drive to keep moving in life. I feel happy when I'm in my car blasting my music, or at the crib blasting my music, you feel me? I could never give up.
Something natural for you.
It's just natural. It's just natural.
You wake up, just want to record.
Yeah.
It's
Real
nothing.
shit.
It's not a burden.
Nope. Man, I was at one point, man, I was knocking out 10, 11 songs a day. Like, that shit just, I wasn't even thinking about the outside world. Like, it's something I could really be fully immersed in. You know what I'm saying? Never get tired of. Never get burnt out.
Respect.
There's so much shit on my brain.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Rasta.
Artists. I hope you guys took a piece of that, take a piece of that, and analyze it. Do it because it's nature to do it.
Yeah.
You don't really expect nothing back from it.
Nah.
What inspired you to jump in the entertainment industry full circle? What made you just say, I'm doing everything I always wanted to do?
I love putting on a show. Ever since I was young, element. That's why I used to get in trouble all the time. Class clown. I just love making people feel something. I love it, man. So, shit, I figure if I can make some money off of doing it, that's great. If I could just inspire people, or, you know what I'm saying, have people relate to whatever I'm making, just make people happy, make people move and groove, man, that's what I live for. I live to entertain, you know.
I see you do comedy. I see you do the motivational speaking.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit of everything, and
Everything.
it seems like you're good at everything you do.
Yeah.
So, respect. My hat goes off to you, kid.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, you say for the love of the music, and you just feel like it's your nature to it's almost like a duty. It's almost like a calling in a way. The music, that's what keep you motivated.
Definitely.
It's in you.
It's in me. It's in you.
You said the entertainment. You love to express yourself, and that's what you do.
Love to entertain folks, yep.
Do you have any kids?
Yep, I got 2 sons, 3. They 3 years old, one finna turn 4 on June 2nd.
That's cool. How has it been a father?
Man, it's been an awesome experience and journey. It's great. I feel like it's made me more of a man, more than any other way possible. Like, it's helped me with more patience, and yeah, it's just a great thing, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't regret it. They keep me going. It's amazing. Amazing.
If you can change something about your city, what would it be?
Lawrenceville, I would add more. First off, I go into the schools and I add more entertainment or like just add more things for the content creators or and change up a little bit how they deal with behavioral problem kids. I put some I just make it a better community for black folks really because it's only really Lawrenceville is only catered to white people. So I just add more community centers out here for these kids to get out here and do things for free.
Do you feel like your community is a white, a Caucasian community, or like Caucasian based? Speaking in terms, like, do you feel like it's less opportunities for black people in your community because it's a Caucasian based community? Like, as far as the school systems and stuff go, like it's
Yeah, as far as the school system go, as far as now though, that was when I was a kid though. But now, I feel like it's so much things they putting out here. You know what I'm saying? In the school for people, and they changing it up a lot because it's mainly Migo. Well, I don't. It's mainly still whites, yeah, but it's a lot of Migos and black people out here too. I say the only thing for them is sports. So yeah. But it's still, everybody got a good chance. I feel like it's way better than a lot of other spots, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's really a great city to come out here and raise kids.
growing up. Because I hear you, I feel like I hear you basically saying that it's almost like it's not a fair
Not what?
stance. Like it's not really fair.
Yeah.
In where you grew up in, like, school systems as far as behavior, kids like you.
Yeah.
It's not as many opportunities as far as arts, craft, because that's what we know.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically seem like it's a struggle there.
Well, they just added to the school in Lawrenceville, Central Gwinnett High School. They just added an arts and craft spot. So, like I said, it's getting better, and it's pretty much it's even. It's balanced out now. I can't even say it ain't. It's a chance.
But that's one of the first things you would do. You would.
I add more things for okay. So it's more like if you have money, it's a fair chance. If you don't have money, it ain't no fair chance for real. So yeah, I add more things, like volunteer things, you know what I'm saying? Like free community centers for kids to come out to while their parents at work. Cause that'd be the main problem. A lot of parents work, they working hard as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody watching the kids. So they outside choosing the wrong path, running with the wrong people. So I would make some free football teams, free basketball, free sports, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
After school programs.
After school program.
Something for the kids to do.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
Back in the day, it was churches.
Yeah.
It was after school programs, but it was also
see people straying away from the
other
church
things to
too.
do. Yeah, it was other things to do. It wasn't just you ran outside and no one to supervise you.
Yeah.
So it's different. Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible?
Invisible. I always said that because I go into the biggest bank and rob their ass blind. But I give back to the people like Robin Hood, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather be invisible. Disappear whenever I want to. Because I do that a lot anyway. Yeah, I fuck with that invisibility. Yeah. But flying, I don't feel like what I'm gonna do with flying. I'd rather be invisible. Get the money.
Would you rather have unlimited money or perfect health? Unlimited money or perfect health?
That's a good one. I say unlimited money, because with that you can get perfect health. You can attain that.
Explain. You have to explain now.
Alright, so if you got unlimited money, you can pay for. Look at these. Look at LeBron James and these athletes. They got so much money, man. They can afford all the training and health. Man, these folks don't. If they get sick, boom, you can go right to a doctor, pay for the best doctor, get you right the best therapist, get your mental right, the best. You can get a health coach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the way to go with the money on it. Yeah. Because you can do whatever you want with the money. It's just up to you. If you get unlimited money and you just be fucking off the money and not worried about health, then it can go wrong. But if you got wisdom behind the money, the people think money is the root of all evil, but it's not. You gotta have wisdom with it. So you got direction.
I'd rather have health.
Yeah. Why you say that?
Because I don't want to spend my money trying to buy health.
Yeah.
It's backwards.
You right,
I'd just
though.
rather have health and then just get some money.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at
And
it.
health is well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with stage fright or performance anxiety? How did you manage it and overcome it?
Oh yeah. I dealt with that shit, man. My first show, I was terrified out of my mind, but how I dealt with it, I just did it. I just went out there and did it, and you know what I'm saying. Once you face your fears head on, man, people don't understand that. That's what you got to do. You got to go meet that lion in the face and look that lion in the face, because then when you doing that lion ain't gonna be scared of you. He might parlay with you. But when you running from it, he gonna chase your ass and keep chasing your ass. So you running from your fears and never face it head on, it's gonna keep chasing. So I just faced it head on, and after that first show, I started craving. See, it's a principle I got it behind it. It's called the do something principle. People think motivation, you just go find motivation, or motivation just come to you, then you do something. Nah, you gotta do something first. Once I did that first show, I gained motivation to do more and get better and figure out ways I can attract the crowd more, talk to the crowd, that crowd work, and get people more amped up and pipe it up more. So just facing it head on, applying that do something principle, because once you do something, you get motivation. Once you get the motivation, you get the inspiration. Keep going.
Maybe we can come with you to one of the shows
Oh yeah, definitely.
and document some content
I need
for
it.
our channel.
I want y'all to be here every step of the way.
Influence Impact. You guys heard that first.
Oh
We
yeah.
locked in.
Locked in. Influence, impact. Changing the world, man.
What's your biggest regret? You know, that's a big question. Take a minute and think about that. Your biggest regret. It's a saying that most people say, quote, I don't have no regrets. I feel like that's cap.
Yeah.
Everybody did something that they be like, dang, or dealt with some situation, or individual something where they like, dang, they kind of feel they wish they did.
Yeah.
So, what's one of your biggest regrets?
Okay. I'm one of them people that be saying I don't have no regrets, so I gotta really think about it. Cause like everybody do got regrets, but I feel like it was a lesson, so I needed to go through that.
Yeah, a lesson.
But my biggest regret.
Your biggest lesson.
My biggest lesson.
One of your biggest lessons.
Yeah.
Because the biggest lesson, I know you're not going to tell everybody the biggest lesson. That's like sacred.
Nah, I'm gonna tell them.
The biggest lesson.
Shit. Not listening to Mom Dukes, for real. Straying away from her guidance as a young kid. Because, shit, out of that, I created all my problems. Every single problem that I got today. I chose the streets. I chose drugs. Nobody put that on me. I chose violence. I chose stealing and all that. So my biggest regret is leaving school, dropping out of school, not listening to Mom Dukes. You know, thinking she wasn't a man, so she can't teach me the right way. That's my biggest regret. That's my biggest lesson in life. I listen to everything she say now. Yeah.
That's deep. I definitely feel that one 100%. Exactly, just how you put it. You couldn't say it no better. What's something you never told someone, like something you kept to yourself, you never really told nobody, something about yourself you never told somebody, like you already told us the bipolar issues you was dealing with, the behavior challenges.
Yeah.
You told us about your father. You told us about Athens. You told us about the elementary through high school, the challenges. You told us about a little bit of the foundations that make Shlant. Tell us something you haven't told us yet. Something that we should know, you think we should know.
Yeah.
Foundation.
Really? Something I never told nobody is.
It's the world now.
Yeah.
We here.
Let me see. Let me think about it. Well, I already know. I feel like it already popped up in my head.
You told us about Mama, the herbs, sports, something that you ain't really hit us with. That we should know, that we should take a gem, something about, brother.
Yeah. I struggled with self-hate for real my whole life. I feel like that's something I never told nobody, like, why? I just struggle with that shit. Being in my own skin, I feel like it's something I still struggle with. Just trying to work on loving myself. That's probably something everybody struggle with though, but shit. Yeah, for real. Like I really struggle with suicidal ideations and thoughts. Yep, self-hate. Like that's one of the biggest things I be insecure about talking about. Cause I try to put on the front, like, you know what I'm saying, that I'm all jolly and good and love myself and shit like that. But I struggle with that shit, self-hate and suicidal thoughts, shit like that.
Let's talk about the drugs, what made you start dipping and dapping in drugs, and how old were you when you first experienced, and what drug was it?
Marijuana. I was probably like
Let's start from the beginning. Gradually,
Yeah.
step by step. We have nothing but time.
All right, bet. So yeah, marijuana. I was probably like, I don't remember what age. Probably like 12 or 13 when I first tried it. But I feel like I ain't really get high though. I just a little roach or whatever, and I started identifying myself with it, like the marijuana, and then after that, probably like 14, 15.
So at 12, I don't mean to cut you off, but at 12, your first experience.
Boom.
Recap that just a little bit because I was
Yeah. Oh, okay.
12.
12. Yeah, at 12, I went in my Duke's room and I knew where she kept her ashtray. I was with one of my homies.
My dude's gonna whoop your ass. My dude's if you watch and he telling now.
Oh man, I love you, man. But yeah, that's the truth, man. I hit one of her little roaches. My homeboy, he really put it in my head. Really?
He telling on the home.
It started with my cousin, man. My cousin, Tyree. He used to always, we used to always feel like we just want to be cool. So we used to roll up construction paper, put grass in it, and roll up construction paper and just act like we was high. Because it made us feel cool, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody was doing it. And so, boom. I got to the point when I was 12. That was when I was like 9, 8. I got to the point, yeah.
So you was smoking at 8, 9 for real, technically.
Yeah, technically. Grass, so.
Grass.
Yeah.
So what made you roll up some paper, some construction paper and grass? Just
Following behind. Huh?
You're a product of your environment.
Yeah, following behind my cousin. Everybody was doing it around me, my whole family and stuff like that. Everybody I knew, 'cause I used to hang out with older folks. And I always was like, man, I ain't never doing that stuff. I'm gonna play football. Rebellion. Rebelling. That's what made me do it. For real, 'cause after I got taken out of football when I was like 10, 12, I'm like, well, shit, I'm gonna do something more dangerous then, since you think that's what's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna do something more dangerous. Hanging with skaters and shit. But yeah, my cousin, we were 8 and 9. I was just following behind him for real. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't even really inhaling it. I was just like, yeah, we.
You know, most kids start with the cigarettes,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
tobacco. You know, you see your mama, you see your mama pack of cigarettes sitting around somewhere.
That made me
Or
hate
black
it.
and mild. You in the neighborhood, you running around, get your black and mild,
Yeah.
and then that's your introduction to smoking. But that wasn't the case for you. The case for you was construction paper and grass.
Yeah.
And seeing, just being influenced from people around you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saying your cousin Tyrone, right?
Tyree, yeah.
Tyree, okay, your cousin Tyree, 12 years old.
9.
9 years old. So he was smoking the paper, the construction paper with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He was a little bit older than me.
you said you started digging in your mom's in her
Ashtray.
closet.
Yeah. At first I seen a little speck of weed somewhere, and I'm like, cause she used to hide it well. She was a great mom, you feel me? She ain't never do it in front of me, nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But the first time I found out, I seen a little weed leaf, like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like a little speck, like not even a .1, you feel me? On the counter, it was probably my uncle, cause he the only one who rolled up out there. You
Right,
feel
it
me?
wasn't mama's.
My dude, nah, it wasn't my dude. It was my uncle.
Mom, dude, it wasn't yours.
Yeah, it wasn't you. So I seen the speck. I took a picture of it and I showed my friends. I'm like, what y'all think this is? They're like, boy, you know what that is? That's some gas, boy. I'm gonna get geeked up, boy. And I'm like, damn, man. That's crazy, man. So this is the life I'm supposed to live then. I just connected it. One of my friends came around like I said, I was 12. He used to smoke. And so he was like, man, your mom got some somewhere. We can find it. We went in her bathroom, found the ashtray. Boom, I hit it. I ain't like it because I never wanted to smoke. So boom, when I get about 14, 15, hit high school, everybody doing it. Wiz Khalifa out. And I felt like I ain't have no identity at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
So hold up. So basically, You didn't want to do the smoking, but
I did not
you
wanna
did it
do it.
because you was rebelling against the football.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And trying to fit in.
Trying to fit in with
In
your
a different crowd, because I was already cool with all the football folks. I was really cool with every crowd in school, but I was always on top of the sports because I used to work out at home obsessively more than anybody. You feel me? So people used to look up to me at that aspect because it was big boys. I'm still willing to go head on and hit with them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to football, and so people used to be like, "Man, he
What
hard."
position?
I played every position, running back. I was on the defensive line at one time. I was a nine. I was the smallest kid. I played safety, cornerback, wide receiver. I used to play on both sides, offense and defense. So when I was playing football, I was playing on both sides, offense, defense, running back, and defensive lineman. So kick return, kickoff. I was playing the whole game. That's part of the reason my dude was like, nah, we gotta take you out. The coaches ain't having no concerns about your health and nothing like that. But I was just all out with it. I used to think about my dad when I was on that field, and I'm like, all right, whoever got the ball, they the person who murdered my dad. I used to try to take their head off. You feel me? So boom, that was the batter in my back, and boom. When I get about 14, 15, when I hit high school, I'm like, dang, I ain't got no identity now. I don't play football. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm finna just smoke and act like I'm gonna be a stoner. That's gonna be my identity.
So you started at 12. You smoked through middle school.
No, after I hit that little roach, I ain't do it no more
Okay.
until I got to high school.
Okay.
Then my homie, he finessed the shit out of me. He sold me like a .5 for like $15. I ain't even know how to do nothing, like roll it up or nothing. I rolled it up, smoked it. I ain't even get high. I ain't even know what I was doing.
Green beans.
Green bean. So I'm hanging around the stoners. I started hanging around the stoners. That when I really started feeling that motherfucker bad. And once I felt that shit, man, that shit was a life changer. I'm like, damn, this is what I've been needing. This keep me calm. Everybody said I was always too active and jumping around. I hit the blind, I'd be calm, chill, and cool. That's how I felt. It became part of my identity. So then, I got about 16. Right before I dropped out, I had took my grandma cough syrup, some lean. I was in Athens. I took her cough syrup, brought it to Lawrenceville. Didn't even know what I had for real. Everybody like, oh shit, bro, you got lean? Let's do something. So I'm on the lean. I stopped after that though. It wasn't something I like. I ain't like being slow and shit. You feel me? I still wanted to be able to skateboard and do all the activities and shit. So the weed, I stuck with that. And then, yeah, I started weed when I was 15 for real heavy, like every day. We have a group in apartments where everybody go outside and get like $5 from their mama or something. Or we'll just scrape up some change and everybody throw in. We got about 10, 11 people in one older dude house. He probably like 20. He tripping. You feel? I don't know what the hell wrong with him. But we all young, 15, 16. We in his house. We smoking. His mom Deuce used to let him smoke in there with everybody, so that's what it was. So we in that bitch smoke. That was the spot. We all throw in. We passing around one blunt. 15, 10 dudes in the bathroom, like tripping, man. So after that, I realized, I'm like, man, these folks stealing, like, we'll throw in, they ain't giving me my proper amount. We smoking mid, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck all y'all niggas, man. So I started smoking by myself and shit, being selfish with that when I didn't know, but now I realized that when I had a problem, you feel me? I started isolating. I'm like, all right, I'm keeping this shit to myself. You know, all the money I get, I'm buying the weed. I'm learning you know what I'm saying, the proper, how much you really supposed to get, you know what I mean? And boom. Once I got about 18, like I said, I was kicking in doors and shit from 16 when I dropped out to 18 to supply my habit to, you know what I'm saying, keep it going. I wanted to smoke every day, multiple times a day. So I got about 18, and then I just started venturing off to other money moves illegally. And I'm like, cause I had this situation where I kicked this door with my partner. Like I was usually doing it by myself. Then I kicked the door with my partner. Some shit had happened. I had got a scare. I don't know if it's still open. I don't know. Whatever. I got a little scare, and I was like, alright, this shit big. I could be in prison. You feel me? So let me chill out. So I started getting into other little money moves. So 18, 19, I met one of the older person, for like 30 something. Me and him making money moves every day. I'm hanging with him every day. We making money moves. Then I got introduced to pills, beans, and opioids and shit like that. Alcohol, drinking every day, pop a bean. And I'm like, man, I'm making money. I'm doing what I want to do. I can buy my own car. Whatever I want, I can get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. I ain't feeling like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that's the drug story. Until now, where I just was like, you feel me? I'm through with it. Sober mind. That's the way to go, man. That whole, I feel like I lost. Oh yeah, I got on the Xanax bad too. Boy, them Xanax, because it felt like it helped me because I had these mental problems. And when I get on these Xanax, I feel normal. I'm not anxious. I talk to whoever I want to talk to. And so is the beans, you feel me? Do whatever I need to do. It's a social drug, you feel me? So, yeah. Yeah. That shit, I lost that whole, like I don't really too much remember a lot of that because I was on drugs. I lost that. Yeah. I lost that whole part of my life. Like, it was just the whole, like, I was on autopilot. Wake up in the morning, I wasn't eating, nothing, just doing drugs. You feel me? No more working out, exercise, or sports, and I was just doing drugs and whatever to fuel them drugs, get the money to fuel that. And, yeah. Drugged out, junkie, strung out.
What's the truth you believe that nobody will agree with you on? What's the truth that you believe that nobody, you feel that nobody would agree with you on?
That's a great question. Shit. A truth that I believe that nobody agree on. Now in this time, shit, put God first. Put yourself first. Well, a lot of people don't feel like they think that's selfish, being selfish, putting yourself first. I'm going to take out the God part and I'm going to bring it back in, but put yourself first. Because they feel like it's selfish, right? But it's not. If you putting yourself first, even above your kids, above your wife, above your mom, anybody, you putting yourself first is putting God first because you're supposed to love yourself. And without building yourself up to the utmost, you can't help nobody. You can't do shit for nobody. So, yeah, putting yourself first. But that's putting God first. Because God is in you. You're a spitting image of Him. So, yeah.
For sure.
A lot of people feel like they got to put their kids first. I don't feel like that. Not at all.
Most definitely, you got to take care of yourself first, so you can be present for the kids.
Exactly.
Have you ever faked anything for clout?
Hell yeah. On TikTok. Shit, yeah. I done faked a lot of shit for clout. It didn't really work out well, but I done faked a lot of shit for clout. Went back when I was drugged out and shit, when I was making like loaded and all that, I was faking that I was a killer and all that shit. I was faking that I was goddamn just this big bad you know what I'm saying, thugged out person when really shit, I'm a loving, kind hearted individual, you feel me? So yeah. I feel like it would have brought me clout, but yeah, I was faking that for clout. Yeah. And shit. I'm at this point now where it's like shit, yeah, I can make my music and realize set it aside and it's separated from myself and realize that it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. Shit. Yeah, the shit I talk about, I might have heard about it or seen about it, but shit, that ain't me. I'm bigger than that. I'm way bigger than that. I got feelings. I'm a nurturer too, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a provider and a protector. I'm a nurturer too, you feel me? You gotta be able to do anything in that life. If life throws something at you, you gotta be able to adjust and be that. So yeah.
Already. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Already, remember, loyalty over love. Pay attention or it will cost you. We locked in. Till next time. Peace. Loyalty.
Get out.